Hi everyone, my name is John Shedon Ayolebar, Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation from the section of G2C. My group and I are going to talk about the Archimedis Principle. Today, as I said, we're going to talk about the Archimedis Principle. But first, let's talk about the great Greek mathematician and physicist Archimedes and what led him to discover the name Archimedis Principle. Archimedes was born on 287 BC in the city of Syracuse, Sicily. He was a Greek mathematician, physicist, engineer, astronomer, and inventor. He is considered one of the leading scientists in the classical antique, regarded as the greatest mathematician of the ancient history. He has many achievements, but we're not going to dig deeper about his achievements. But first, did you know that the Archimedes Principle was discovered on his bath? The principle explains when you put something in water, it pushes some water out of the way. The amount of water it pushes out is the same volume of the part of an object that is underwater. The Archimedes Principle involves this key concept. First is the buoyant force that my group will explain.
Archimedes' principle states that the buoyant force is an object submerged in a fluid is equal of the weight.
The second key concept is gravity. It says right here, gravity is a downward force acting on a vessel due to its weight. So I'm gonna tackle first on how important is gravity. So gravity is very important because it's the force that keeps us downward. So I'm gonna explain how gravity acts on a ship. Gravity pulls an object downwards, so it has a huge contribution on the ship's buoyancy. The force of the gravity is acting downwards towards the Earth's center, as the buoyancy also acts up, but upwards. So, the Archimedes Principle is central to the understanding of the buoyant force of a vessel is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the vessel. So the third one is equilibrium. When the force of the gravity and the force of the buoyant force is equal, it will create an equilibrium that will keep the boat floating. So the fourth slide is about the forces that acts on a ship. So imagine a ship sailing across the vast ocean. It's not just floating along effortlessly. You know that there are actually a bunch of forces acting on it all the time, working together and against each other to keep it afloat and moving. First, there is gravity, the ever-present force pulling the ships downwards. But luckily, the ship's buoyancy force pushing it upwards counteracts gravity, keeping it afloat. It is simply amazing to think of it, that these forces exist. Displacement or draft calculation. Ship displacement is the weight of the vessel is equal to the weight of the water it replaces. So the image shows the Archimedes Principle. The last one is the draft or the draught. The vertical distance between the waterline and the bottom of the hull. Draft is important for navigation as it indicates how deep the ship is submerged, and it helps determine whether it can safely pass through or navigate between certain waterways. So guys, this end our reporting. Hope you learned something to our reporting. Thank you.